Greetings, guys. It's Santi here. I am at the Military Heritage Alliance here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And we are moving along still in my YouTube series on the upcoming 22nd Quadrennial FIFA Men's World Cup, which is taking place in Qatar, 2022. The slogan or the saying for this World Cup is "Now is all." I don't feel like I say that in a lot of my videos, but they've got a little slogan for this one. But yeah, I am here with my friend Austin Weber, and this video number 10 in the series, is going to be a pre-tournament interview. And before we dive into the interview, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping and announcements. First one is, we had Veterans Day a week ago Friday. It's just so amazing to live here in this country that we live in the United States, and to cherish all the freedoms we have, the freedom of speech, freedom of petition, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, so many other things that I think sometimes we just don't even think about a whole lot, but in a lot of parts of the world, people don't always have that. So I just also want to thank our service members, both past and present, who have served. And I want to give a special military shout out to my stepdad, Ed Damrow, who used to serve in the U.S. Air Force and served during the Vietnam War. And for him and everyone else who has, past or present, served our country, I salute you. I also have a little scavenger hunt for those of you who have been big fans of this YouTube series, who have been watching my videos. I would encourage you to go back and count how many of my videos have had some sort of railing in the background, whether that be a deck or a porch or a dock at a river or lake, or a bridge railing, things of that nature, and counting this video, by the way. So feel free to go back and do that. Drop the number in the comments section, and I will give you some sort of kudos if you get it right. So, all right, Austin, we're going to be diving into the interview here.
Yeah.
You can just feel free to go ahead and just generate some questions here. So what's the first thing you got?
I guess first question would be, what teams are favored to win, and which team are you banking on? That would be my first question.
Sure. So the biggest favorites right now are Brazil, Argentina, France, England, Spain, Germany, Netherlands, in that order. I know they're the 7 most favored.
Yep.
Brazil's about 20% chance to win as the favorites. I think Argentina is somewhere between 12 to 15%.
Yeah.
France a little behind that, and so forth. And I'm banking on, for those of you who have seen my predictions video, I actually have a dark horse pick. I have the 3 South American heavyweights, Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay, all making the semifinals, all getting in the Final Four. But I have the dark horse of Denmark winning the World Cup.
Okay, nice, yeah. So as far as all those teams, as far as, I guess, injuries are concerned, like, are there any teams with injuries? Are there any teams that, injuries are going to play a big role, maybe help other teams with teams that are injured, with them winning because the other people are injured, like, how is that playing a role in all this, like, injuries?
Sure, yeah, so a few of them, defending champions France from 4 years ago, they're a very stacked team, arguably, possibly the most stacked team of the World Cup. They're up there, but they have a few injury issues going on with Paul Pogba. I also believe Varane, if I'm not mistaken, and those are really going to hurt them, because I think those are 2 of their key guys, especially around the midfield.
Yeah.
So the other teams can possibly take advantage and expose that. And then also Argentina has a couple key injury concerns, Lo Celso and also Dybala.
Yep.
So that could really be a problem. And also Senegal, Sadio Mane, I think is not going to be making the World Cup, and Senegal is possibly the best African nation in the World Cup, and that's really going to hurt them to not have Sadio Mane if he can't lace up his cleats.
Nice. I know you were talking to me about how it actually works. How does the bracket work? How does it? Because I've never actually watched the World Cup. I've seen games, but I've never actually watched. So how does the bracket system work when they play each other? You know, all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah, sure. So there's 32 teams. There's 8 groups, 4 teams in each group. They do a mini round robin, so everyone plays everyone once. And so each match is still critically extremely important, even though it's not a lose and you're automatically done situation. And the top 2 teams in every group advance to the knockout stages. And those rounds are round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the match for 3rd place and the final.
gotcha. I guess more personal question: who is your favorite team, and then who is your favorite player?
Yeah, so I root for 5 nations. Some people might say, oh, well, you should just stick with one, right? But I root for the US, probably should be my biggest team because it's the country I live in.
Yeah.
But I also root for Italy because I'm about half Italian, Holland because I'm about 25% Dutch, Germany because I'm about 25% German, and then Argentina because I might have a little Argentinian on my dad's side, and at any rate, he lived in Buenos Aires. So yeah, those are the 5 nations, and then favorite player, probably Lionel Messi from Argentina. It's just so neat that even if Argentina don't win the World Cup, and he finishes his career not winning one,
Yeah.
a lot of people still making a case that he is possibly still the greatest player of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say he's one of the well-known names that I know, and I don't know a whole lot, but I know his name, you know. So, I don't know. As far as other questions go, I guess. Who do you think is going to be one of the top picks for winning the World Cup? What do you think is favorite? Like out of everybody, not just your opinion, but I guess the most favorite opinion. Who is everybody rooting for? What's the highest percentage going towards?
Yeah, probably Brazil.
Brazil.
Yep, they're a big pick. I mean, they're stacked at just about every position. Their forwards are incredible. They have Richarlison, Vinicius Jr., of course Neymar. They've got a solid midfield. Their defense is good. They've got a couple viable goalkeeper options. They're just an all-around good team. Barely has a weakness. If they do have a weakness, it's probably in their side-back position, which Argentina took advantage of in the Copa America final last year. But overall, Brazil barely has a weakness. Argentina as well, really strong all around the pitch, but probably those 2.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that kind of concludes my questioning. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about the World Series, but I mean, or the World Cup. See, I don't even know. But yeah, I guess I don't know. Is there anything that you want to add? Like anything that you just I don't know, just want to get out there that you know? I mean, I'd love to learn. So I mean, it's kind of up to you.
Sure. Yeah, so you guys can watch the World Cup on a few outlets. You can do it the traditional way, like the pre-streaming days. Like you can watch it on Fox and FS1 are going to be kind of the 2 main TV channels telecasting most of the games.
Yeah.
But you can also catch it a couple of the other platforms. I would encourage you guys to check out, and I'm not making necessarily a promotion, but Hulu is one, and I believe Peacock is another one. So there are a few different ways to watch the games. And the World Cup final is on Sunday, December 18th. It's going to be at 9 o'clock a.m. our time, U.S. Central Time. And we're going to be here in Sioux Falls at our place. We're going to be doing a watch party. It's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it, doing a watch party in the afternoon. So yeah, that's pretty much the only other thing I want to say. So
Yeah.
all right, guys, before we close this video, we are going to do a 1, 2, 3 freeze for the video stills. So Austin, let's go ahead and give them our best smile. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Freeze. Sweet. Thanks for helping me, Austin.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
All right, guys, my next video is going to be installment number 11. That's going to be a Thanksgiving group stage update. And until then, take care.